Probably you wonder, who's the brother called Moge? We don't know anyone called Moge. Yes, you do. You do know Moge. And what happened is when my American brothers visited Kenya and
Sawa.
visited the Kikuyu
Sawa.
community, they were named Kenyan Kikuyu names. And so now they will no longer be Tom Nico to me, they will be Moge to me, which means the elderly wise. And Jeremy Nico was named Irongo, which means the father of a generation and a strong pillar. Father of a generation. Would you mind? And I know you guys are very hungry. What's been going on, Wayaki? So I thought the best thing to do is obviously the same thing that I do every time. Bring in some media for you to watch as it brings about a conversation on the global, extreme global and local outreach that is being done by Africa via Campus and Center. And so without further ado, let us see whether we can view some video here. And by the way, this is not the made video. We haven't even been able to bring in all the stuff together, like all the videos, because they had been done by different phones, different cameras. So we have not been able to compile them together. And so the ones that you'll be seeing right now are the one that was near me when I was compiling this together. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Irongo's and Moge's visit to Africa via Campus and Center. Let's watch it together.
Ni vita, wacha tupigane, msiseme tena ati tusikizane. Hakuna mwezaye, jonte hebu jitokeze, simama, mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia, simama, mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia. Wacha niseme, wacha nieleze, yule atatuweza, hebu nionyeshe. Tupe uwezo, Mola tuongoze, imba kwa sauti wote wasikie.
So the first night was very mellow. We just went to the village. Once we went to the hotel, and this is the first evening, and Diana cooked us some dinner at Lower Kabete's village, where we have our village campus and where we host. And that was day one of Moge's and Irongo's visit. Yeah.
Mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia. Simama, mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia. Simama, mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia. Kama ni vita wacha tupigane, msiseme tena ati tusikizane. Hakuna mwezaye, jonte hebu jitokeze. Simama, mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia.
And then the day 2 was the welcoming, official welcoming, and the Gikuyu ceremony of induction.
Come say to your friend.
And the ex-South Africa couldn't wait to say hello to Tom. Of course, they have talked with him for years, and now they were meeting him, the physical Tom. A very special moment for them that this was. And the ladies who are singing are the Nyakenyas. They are the mothers of the XR Kids Africa Kids, or some of them, because the XR Kids Africa team is compiled of over 300 kids now. And this is just some of them who are appreciated the development, the technical development of the whole team. Of course, we're gonna have to cut many pieces of this ceremony, but now you can see they have been clothed in the Kikuyu regalia. Now we all look similar, and I know you won't recognize the Kikuyu prince to the extreme left, but that will be yours, fifth, Wayaki. And now you can see we are all of the same color, because we are now one tribe. And the naming ceremony will begin shortly. And Jeremy, there's Jeremy dancing with Mama Wayaki. That will be my mother. And you can see the Kikuyu elders, the council of elders, sitting down with Dia Moge and Irongo, who at this time have not been named yet. And I sat down with them also. Even the feet, they have been given sandals. And sitting immediately in front of them, sitting directly in front of them will be the ex-South Africa with their director, Diana and Jerry.
When you watch Simba, what did they say?
And we did the ancestral prayers together. And now the naming ceremony.
Tom Mugi to be a Kikuyu man. He died. Jeremy, given you a Kikuyu name. Jeremy Irongo. And you, Tom, what is your name? Tom?
Bright, very bright.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And now we are going to put this to Jeremy to be our son, Irongo. A Kikuyu son named Irongo.
And this was day 3. And I know Diana will recognize this place very quickly. This is not also too far away from her.
Kama ni vita wacha tupigane.
And this is where the Kenyan tea comes from. The rolling hills of Limuru. I cannot count the number of times that I've meditated on hills. It's a special restaurant because you get to sit on the water and you are served food by boat. Very meditative environment.
Mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia. Wacha niseme, wacha nieleze, yule atatuweza, hebu nionyeshe. Tupe uwezo, Mola tuongoze, imba kwa sauti wote wasikie.
And then this must have been day 4 then. Now praying with the XR Kids Africa. They were playing virtual bowling and surfing. Using Microsoft Kinect. That was Koyaki or Israel showing them how it is done. The present on this day were the XR Girls Africa, who are not getting to have enough of Moge. And he gave them a little lecture about XR and Hola and green programs which we are trying to launch. And I also joined in on the lecture. Oh, and the competition was very stiff when it came to bowling. The XR Girls Africa know all about this. That is Agnes showing them how it is done. You've really been made. It's just an amazing thing watching these girls have fun, especially with one of their oldest MetaVerse friends. And those are members of the XR Kids Africa also joining in on the virtual board and hitting strikes too. And Diana also giving them a little bit of a lecture.
Kama ni vita, wacha tupigane, msiseme tena ati tusikizane.
The kids, I tell you, could not have enough of new education that they get to learn, which is so close and within the reach of their community. And Zainab, now, who are the mentoring the older group, encouraging the kids to run VR and all emerging techs for their own benefit. Her testimony was so strong, and obviously this is not the edited version. We're gonna have get to hear some of what was said in there. And for those who are watching the live stream, allow me to say that the room is now full. Please don't try to come in because you'll not be able to come in. The room is now full. Kindly continue watching on the live stream. And after that, we got to visit some of the homes of the XR Girls Africa, and this one is Shiko. And we got to meet her mom, who I think if we don't hear the testimony from the parent side, we wouldn't say what we are doing is good. And so for the mothers to give their testimony on the on the changes that they have observed with their daughters is, to me, was encouraging. You have to hear it from the mother to verify what is being done on these kids is really, really something great. And I'm glad I'm watching this with Saturn and Deborah, because you guys will be the new mentors of young ones all the way in Kenya. You are university years, obviously older than them. And now this, I don't know what days is, I've forgotten which count. Now we have hit Nairobi. This is the capital city, and we went to the tallest skyscraper there, and went all the way to the rooftop, the Kenyatta International Conference Center, and so that we can view Nairobi from the rooftop, and with incredible 360 photos from here. This was Sunday now. We also did the Museum of Illusions, which had over 20 activities, also in Nairobi. This one is the Eternal Mirror. And Jeremy was really having fun there. He obviously almost the whole day. The two could not separate.
Hakuna mwezaye Jonte hebu jitokeze simama mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia simama mwanzo wa mwisho umekaribia.
And on Monday now it was business time, talking with the solar companies. Give us the good deal, give us a good deal on the solar panels. And so we hit Nairobi once more, but this time not for business, not for pleasure, but for business. Discussing with the solar technician, engineers, and trying to get the best solar deals for our community. Yeah. And then we had the Matatu experience, and this one I had bet my money that Mogi would not be able to have this experience. The Matatu, don't forget, is the current bus situation in Nairobi. And these Matatus are loud and are driven carelessly, and God knows that I prayed for him to give me a car to stay away from these Matatus. But Jeremy needed to have that experience, and it was fun seeing them. And this was my first time also in a Matatu since 2016. And it was also good to have that Matatu experience, Matatu culture. And the Kenyans there could not believe. And the next day was also solar. This was the solar outreach in Abete. Diana there giving a piece of lecture. The community came in to adopt the solar and green technologies. Africa VR Campus and Center is now no longer just dwelling on tech, but now we are in the front line in the climate action, bringing in the community and connecting it with green energy. So the mother could not stop telling us how excited they were to have this technology with them. And I believe Akim, who is present with us here today, was also meeting. He's gonna tell us what he learned. But this one was still in Kabete. we try to limit the number of attendees because some of my meetings that I call are very hugely attended, and I wanted a small staff, not well. And there is Moge giving his lecture. And among the crowd is actually the new generation Exa Girls Africa, whom we are now going to be calling Exa Girls Kenya. This will be the chapter of our cohort of girls who are going to be learning tech with us, and they're also going to be taught how to install solar panels. And so the money that will be paid will actually be going to their pocket as salary. And there is Victor, who will be our solar dealer, the guy who will be bringing them in from China for us. And Aida, the financial. This is the agent who will be connecting the banks, microfinancing with projects. So in case we don't have capital to buy solar, it will be Aida who will be with that. Also present and sitting there next to me is the local member of County Assembly, Mr. Phil Mehoti, who came in to support the project, and he's the one who is now giving the lecture there and appreciating the fact that his community is going to be first in line in the solar project by Africa VR Campus and Center. And then this was yesterday. We drove about 3 hours from Nairobi to Nyeri, the real rural Kenya. And the reason why we came here is them solar is not an alternative, but the only choice. And so we needed to do this out of Kiambu also. And the first place we added was Nyeri County in Warirota village. And you can tell how much they enjoyed this initiative. It was also a good time for our guests to see what's the village life is like, what's the real village is like. And next to me is the local women rep coming, and also present was the member of County Assembly, Mr. Mark Ben. He also gave them a good taste of VR and launched cohort of Africa, which will now be named Exa Girls Kenya Nyeri chapter. Some of them actually would have been able to come in, maybe, but unfortunately the room filled up and we have not been able to bring them in. What has surprised me in all this journey is, don't forget, Moge is 76 now, and being able to handle my back-to-back schedule has been one of the blessings of the day. And that's the Warirota village men and women appreciating the Africa VR Campus and Center initiative with the solar and green technologies. And spotting in front of them are the extra group. They'll be part of the tech, and I'm sure there's a few videos missing because we just came in from Carnivore to have our last dinner, and then in a few hours time I'll be driving them back to the airport, and they have sent me greetings. They would most likely wanted to be here, but time will not allow them, and they're having their last nap before I drive them to the airport and they fly back to Turkey. Actually, they're gonna go first to Turkey and then be back in Seattle in a few days. So to me, this is an extreme global and rural outreach that we have stepped our shoes into. This is the second time someone is coming all the way to Africa VR Campus and Center. And maybe ask Diana, because we saw you there in the very beginning, the duo coming to say hello to you. What are you feeling? What is going through your mind when all this is happening?
It's just pure joy, first of all, and the feeling of honor to Africa VR Campus and Center. We started, this back in 2016. Nobody knew us, just trying as hard as possible to climb the ladder to be where we are today. And looking back, we are living, a reality now. It was once a dream, but now it's reality. And having such good friends, cherish and living their lovely homes, to come and experience our life back here. It's amazing. It's pure love that you rarely find, especially in this current world that we're living in.
Yeah.
I really can't explain it. It is such an honor.
Yeah.
And a feeling that I can't get used to, and I wouldn't want to get used to it. I know, much more is to come, and I look forward to that day when you go get Dot at the airport, and Jerry and and Edward all the way from Canada, and they will come and eat the food that I'll prepare for them in my little hut.
Yeah.
And oh man, it has been such an honor, and there's something that Jerry said. They said that God is love.
Yeah.
And he can feel it. He can feel it when he was here, and that's how I feel it too. God is love, and I feel it. I feel it when I come to these meetings. I feel it when our friends come all the way from the United States to visit our little life.
Yeah.
And I can't appreciate. Look how Tom was rushing to me, and I couldn't wait to hug him because I've had this voice for so many years, and now seeing him, it was such pure joy. I can't put words to this. So that's it.
And I know people are wondering, where is the Wayaki and Mugi's hug? No, you can't see that because we forgot technology when we met. And this part right here of the video is much later. I had been with them now at this point over 6 hours, And we hugged for forever when we met at the airport with Tom and Jeremy. And they arrived. The plane was touching down at 3:20 a.m. And you can imagine we stayed with them up to 9 a.m. And then I let them sleep off the jet lag and pick them later. And so yes, to me it's the apex of what we have been talking about, a world without borders. And this is it. Even though they have physically flown from the US, they have done so because of the established world without borders in the metaverse. Were it not that I wore a virtual reality headset in 2016, were it not that culminated in meeting Tom in 2019, this would have never happened. And I would have never met Dot. I would have never met Jerry. And I would never seen Edward become a master of meaningful walkabout. Because when I started playing with him, he was so bad at it. But now he's a master of it. I have seen all these changes. I have seen Edward learn how to sing in Swahili, a Canadian singing in Swahili. and all this has been so inspirational for us. There is nothing we could have made out of this other than just pure friendships. And I always tell Diana, we may never get the grants, we may never be millionaires, we may never actually do anything great out of this, but I feel the impact that has been there, even to myself as a man, has been just great. That now I can call on Dot and tell her something is bothering me, and she can talk to me, and I feel empowered and mentored. That to me is just something that even the United Nations have failed to achieve. And we have achieved it here in a small metaverse village of Africa via Campus and Center. Akim, you are present in the solar meetings, and you are actually looking for sponsorship to go to the United States for the Solar and Green Tech Seminar to represent Africa VR Campus and Center. But now you are just coming into the metaverse and meeting all these global and international friends. What are you thinking about it? And you are muted. You may need... Go ahead, yeah. Now you can speak.
Like I said, I'm really excited to be here, and I hope that I'll get to learn more and more about everything and everyone. Thank you.
And Akim may be in a town near you in the US, probably around September, that we want him to fly out. And it has just been certain. Does this surprise you? Because you are just newbies in VR. Does it surprise you that it can get this deep?
It's definitely interesting to hear about. I didn't realize that there was meetups and things like this, but it's really cool to see that borders are being broken and we're able to experience new cultures and make relationships with people we may not have.
Yeah. Deborah, when is it that I'm going to get into a plane and fly all the way to Mount Royal University? Because of how strong we have become, the strong bond that we have grown together. How do you feel about it?
That would be cool. That'd be cool. And I might also meet you too, because I grew up in Kenya.
Oh, nice. Which part of Kenya?
Eldoret.
Eldoret. Actually, I'll be going there this weekend.
I was like,
nice.
You know what? Yeah, if I go there, I might come visit you guys too.
Oh, nice. Wonderful. You are so welcome, Deborah, to visit. Pass by us. We are just outside Nairobi in Lower Kabete. I'm sure you know Wayakiwe, right?
Yes.
Wayakiwe would be my grandfather. I'm the fourth generation from Wayaki.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's why my name is Wayaki.
Nice to meet you. That's actually very cool.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too, Deborah. And then we go to Eunice. I didn't quite get whether you have come in with which group. Go ahead and tell us, what do you think about all of this?
Yeah, I also think it's really cool that because VR is growing in such a way, I didn't think this is how kind of VR works. I was thinking it's video game stuff. It's video games, it's kind of the same thing. You're still able to build such a community in that way, but VR is so expansive in the way you can actually go out and meet these people that you see online, and you can also learn so many different things. I did a Chinese New Year's one last week, and it was so interactive. It's kind of nice to it kind of helps you pay attention as well.
Yeah, it's just amazing that VR did this. When we started it, it wasn't even called MetaVerse. I only came to hear about MetaVerse in my third or fourth year of use, and I'm happy because some of the international journalists rejoined us because they also didn't believe in the story that, hold on, so you're telling us you guys met in the MetaVerse, and now people who have flown all the way from Seattle are now being inducted in your cultures just because you met in the metaverse. As Tom there is getting cloud as a Kikuyu elder, Dot, you know the story behind all of this. You've been one of our pillars in all of this. Is there a footnote in the bookmark of the video that we are watching right there that is going to your diary and say, this must be it?
A couple of footnotes. Part of me is thinking, oh, I wish I could travel over there. But also, wow, XR Girls Kenya and sustainable energy, solar panels, exciting stuff happening. Tell Tom I'm very jealous. I would love to get to see where he is right now in your gorgeous country.
You know, we couldn't help but notice that there were a few phone calls that were coming in soon after that induction ceremony, and some of them were coming from Tom's family. They were saying, my goodness, why did you leave us here? We ought to be there with you, experiencing all this, taking it all in. And it's a sort of put Africa on another angle. You know, when you hear Africa, you think bushes, wild animals, poverty. But coming here is a change of perspective that I'll be driving down a motorway, and Jeremy would say, this looks very much like a side of our city, a side of our states. And to me, it was just beautiful. This is what I read just before these guys arrived. And I wrote it somewhere. I said, I built my own table when no one saved me a seat. When I got tired of waiting to be invited, I gathered what I had and made something steady out of it. It's not perfect. It's not crowded, but it's mine. And now, whoever sits across from me doesn't do so out of pity or convenience. They sit there because they choose to, and because we chose to sit with them. And not everything works out most of the time. And even for us, it has taken us over 6 years to meet in the physical world. And sometimes a lot of things will happen in your life that feels like baggage, that feels like challenges that are stopping you from going that extra mile. Not all bags are yours to carry. Some, by the way, were handed to you just because you are there, because you listened, because you cared. But I'm learning this now. If I keep picking up what isn't mine, I won't have space for what actually matters. So now I choose my bags carefully. I carry what I can live with, what I'm responsible for, what I'm ready to face. The rest, I leave it where it belongs. And that has been a sort of what was coming to my mind as I waited there at the airport for these guys to arrive. In our culture, when a boy is born, 5 ululations are given by the mother. Each ululation has a meaning. The boy will be king. The boy will be wise. The boy will make good choices. The boy will be strong. The boy will be healthy. It doesn't matter whether you are born here in our community or whether you paid us a visit. And such is the beauty of Gemi, sung by Kwame. And the same Gemis that were ululated when Moge and Irongo were inducted.
Nikole hindi Ongurwa ninya Tao yukwidetie Ide tete mwihoko No kiri mwoyo Menya hale getomi Waliga yoture We kumari umbiro Ehaga yukiumo Doga kwengoro Witire Ide ndwe Geirwankali Adiri Ugetiro na mata No quiero correr yo mega Wegi ya mai Oli We mwetene komi We wabudere ma Wana we menya We motoria Dukana kwengoro Nongyukero ralire Nego ke haga Utari ukea Laurika meate Liduwaga nanduma Likaraga na Uderi Wangai Ihaga ikiumo Tiga bukwangoro Wetire Ire Iruankami Ugetiro na mata No quiero correr yo mega We ya mai doli We mwende ni gomi Oh, we wago terema Otangiru Dungi tolia Teomerie Tutukanye Teomerie Tutukanye Teomerie Tutukanye Teomerie Tutukanye Kama timoe Na nyararisia mumbi Kule thayo Ire Iruankami Ugetiro na mata No quiero correr yo mega We ya mai doli We mwende ni gomi Oh, we wago terema Otangiru Dungi toria
And I know Edward could sing many songs that we have played in this space. And I know he is looking at all of this. He was there from the very beginning when I was meeting Tom Nicol. And now he sees him right here standing next to me. Edward from Montreal. We have spoken a lot about you, even here with our brothers who have stepped in. And we take a minute to reflect on each and every one of you and what you have been to us. But you are seeing all this. And give us words of wisdom, O wise Father.
Wow, it's very beautiful. Kind of want me to be over there after seeing what Tom and Jeremy were experiencing. Wow, that is amazing. Just imagine 6 years ago, I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah.
I wasn't even knowing anything about Africa. And then once I started coming into your session, you've taught me a lot about, I feel like I'm part of this culture now. It's like the freedom that Meta Universe has opened up. It's like I said, world without borders. And just meeting all these people, meeting the XR girls like that, and meeting you, and it was quite eye-opening like that. And listening to the music, like, oh, it's almost, some of the music had brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
Right. It's beautiful. It's beautiful the way the camaraderie, the people, the experience,
Yeah.
I don't know, the loving kindness. I feel like to everybody. Like wow, it's quite moving.
It is
Just seeing all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So thank you, Dan. Thank you very much for that, Paul. Wow, you've opened my eyes. Really opened my eyes on Africa. I can't believe 6 years ago I didn't know that, but now I seem to know more than I've. It's it's a boy. This is a wide open world, and anything we are. Go ahead. Yeah.
Every time Moge speaks about all of this, he says that he keeps learning. And by the way, if you have forgotten, Moge is Tom Nico, now he known as.
Yeah.
And every time he says that, no, we learn from you. I think it's patronizing. Tell me that because I also learn a lot from you guys. I have also seen shoulders to cry on, shoulders to run to. When I call you brothers, and in my culture, brothers would not mean necessarily I need to call you sister dot. And I say brothers, you all are all my brothers. There's no gender connotation to it. It means she or he who can fight with you. She or he who can stand with you. She or he who can walk with you. She or he who can dream with you. So, Jerry, you came towards the end there, probably within the last few times that you met us in the metaverse. But I do remember the first time you came and you introduced yourself, and I thought you'll be one of those who just sail by the metaverse. But I keep seeing your beautiful face. We have zoomed with each other. I've woke up morning to find a beautiful email from you with a little envelope for me to open and find a little gift inside. And now you see all this happening, and you are 1,000 miles away from me. And like I said, we have spoken about you even now. When Tom Nico told me, reflect on the people you've met. I talked a lot about Jerry, a lot about Edward, Ed Dot. Those are where my talk dwelled on. The three musketeers who never miss an event for us. Any words of wisdom, wise father from North Carolina?
Yeah, just there's a lot of bad things going on in the world today.
Yeah.
And then you kind of lose hope that there could be some good things going on in the world. And then you see something like this, and it kind of gives you joy and it renews your spirit. And it makes you think that there's hope yet for us all.
Yeah.
It's just up to us to embrace the joy when it comes, know that there are going to be some bad times, but be even more happier for the good times.
Yeah.
And they're there too. They are there. And it's good to be here with you all. The metaverse has introduced me to a whole new group of people from all over the world. And it's just amazing. It fills my heart with joy. Yeah. And all I can say is that there is joy in the world, and I'm glad that I used to be a eternal optimist, and then I started to become pessimistic. When my optimism is returning.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I'll just say God bless you all.
Wow. I love that. I love that the glass is filling again. The optimistic glass is filling yet again. And it's just the social impact that we talk about. It's XR for social good, for social change. We can't change because now we are in a room together that has been labored by creation of Africa VR Campus and Center. So now it's Eunice and Saturn and Deborah's turn to present something for us. And I know I owe you guys an email, and I'm going to be writing it now for you, so that let me see how I'm gonna do that. All right. I want to challenge the Mount Royal University students to present something here that we are going to be to enjoy probably. Oh, where is it? I'm losing my notepad here. All right. No, I don't want that. I'll just take notes. All right, what's gonna happen here? Okay. Go away. Let me have that. Yeah. So I have two email. I'm going to give you my personal one. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it from up there. I'm gonna try and make this big. Oh, wait a minute. I should have. You guys are on your iPad, so I have to write it facing this way. All right. Let's try it one more time. So if you email me here on this one, it will be much quicker because it's on my mobile. paulsimonkenya@gmail.com. All right. So I'm gonna place it somewhere there for you. And then if you want to make it all official and you want a business email, that will be wayaki@africavr.org. So whichever you use, the email is gonna come to me. But I suggest you use this one because it's on my mobile. paulsimonkenya@gmail.com. That is on my mobile. If you write it to me now, I'll see it as soon as you write it. And then maybe for your professor, you can give him wayaki@africavr.org. I want you guys to schedule a Zoom. We need to onboard you as quickly as possible. It's free of charge. And then we'll figure out what you can present to the audience. And then we invite them at your own convenience, at your own time, that you like to present something in your own convenience. So, Saturn, do you have that?
Yes, I got the emails.
All right, very nice. And then we have
Perfect. Thank you.
Anissa, who came there towards the end. You want to say hi and tell us where you're calling in from? We are almost at the end. You came in towards the end, but please say something. Say hello and tell us where you're calling in from. Anissa, you are muted. So if I see you are using your iPad. So if you long press on the microphone.
My apologies.
Oh, there you go. We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Do you mind repeating the question? My internet's just going in and out, having some trouble hearing.
We can hear you quite clearly. I was asking you to say hello and introduce yourself. You came towards the end of our event there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, my name is Anissa, and I'm a student at Mount Royal University.
Wow. I just love you guys. I'm on Royal Universities. Please say hello to all the rest of the students. We've had a group of you coming in. I remember the first time you came in about a month and a half ago, and I want you guys to collaborate so that we present something Mount Royal right here in the MetaVerse. And I'm sure you're gonna be the first to do that. So get your prof on Zoom and let's talk MetaVerse and its advantages and what you can use it for. It's gonna be something good, something beautiful. And that's it. The last song that we're gonna play is the last song that I played at Wari Road. I'm still tired because I've been doing a lot of driving with my brothers, been here and all. And any words before they fly back to Seattle? I'm gonna be picking them at 2 a.m., which is about 3 hours from now. I'll be picking them to drive them back to the airport. Anything anyone want to tell me to tell them? Especially after watching all of that stuff on TV.
Tell them have a safe trip back home.
Okay.
Tell him to have a safe trip back home, and I'll be calling Tom Monet there.
Okay.
I'll be calling him from now on in the Q&A.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
addressing him by that.
I know
by
you
his
have
name now.
You have missed him in 2 DQAs. I know Ryan has been hosting it, right?
Diana? No,
Yeah.
I missed some.
Oh no,
Oh.
the Q&A has been going on. Ryan was left at the helm.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ryan Astaima, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Any other message coming in?
Just safe travels, and it was good to see them making a sound contribution, and God bless them both.
Right. Thank you.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen.
And so this has been the Africa VR Campus and Center. I'll see you next Thursday, same time. And we're going to rock off with a beautiful sound of Camaro singing for the children. Be ye obedient, and we may take you to the ocean to see the ships. This is Camaro singing Weboro Atwana, which means the song of the children. This is Wayaki from Kiambu with great love saying, nice seeing you here. Thank you for being here. See you next Thursday. Ratelea tutemu temane iromo Tobotero Rebone Kamaro Rebone Kamaro Wate Guru